Welcome to Nordic Nights, where we explore extraordinary encounters and mysterious sightings from the north. Today, we'll dive into 4 captivating UFO stories from Finland, Denmark, Iceland, and Sweden. Join us as we unravel these unexplained phenomena and the eyewitness accounts that challenge our understanding of the unknown. Stay tuned, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more intriguing content. In the quiet town of Arvidsjaur, Sweden, on a clear and dark winter evening, a strange and unforgettable sighting occurred. It was a night that would forever change the perspective of a 16-year-old boy. It was minus 10 degrees Celsius, no wind, and about half a meter of snow beside the road. As our witness cycled home, he noticed an odd light hovering above a house just across the street from his own home. Initially, he thought it was simply an unusually placed lamp. The light, about 25 to 30 centimeters high and 10 centimeters in breadth, moved slowly, around half a meter each second. Its core was bright white, surrounded by a less clear white, and edged with a weak yellow hue. It resembled a street lamp, but lacked any visible structure or material. No glass, no reflector, just pure light. As the boy observed the light, he noticed it moving parallel to the street in his direction. Suddenly, about 50 meters away, another object began to illuminate. At first, he thought smaller lights had turned on, but on closer inspection, he saw something more significant. Behind the light, about a meter away, a disc-shaped object, approximately 1.5 meters in diameter, appeared. Its surface was pale yellow, likely reflecting the light, but in normal light, it seemed white. The object looked like solid metal, not shiny, and appeared to have a smooth surface without any visible bolts, welded parts, or markings. The saucer followed the light at the same speed, seemingly connected. For about 5 seconds, both objects moved together until the saucer vanished, leaving only the light behind. The boy, filled with curiosity and a sense of wonder, rushed inside to show his family. They watched as the light passed over the neighbor's roof, maintaining a steady course as if traveling on an invisible road. Suddenly, it changed direction by 50 degrees and began to climb at the same speed or slightly quicker, disappearing from sight about 150 meters away. The witness never heard any sound from the objects. Reflecting on the event, he believed the light and the saucer were 2 separate entities, as the light was visible even when the saucer should have blocked it. This extraordinary experience convinced him of the existence of UFOs. What did he see that night? An otherworldly encounter or a trick of the light? For him, it was undeniable proof that we are not alone in the universe. This account remains a compelling mystery, inviting us to question and explore the unknown. It was a cigar-shaped craft, 400 feet long and 75 feet in diameter, shiny like polished aluminum. This extraordinary sighting took place many years ago when I was just 14 years old. I am 62 now, but the memory of what I saw in those photographs remains vivid. My friend's dad, a Navy officer, was a passenger on a Navy anti-submarine warfare aircraft returning from Iceland. They were flying at 20,000 feet above the clouds when something remarkable happened. A UFO, shaped like a cigar case and shiny like polished aluminum, approximately 400 feet in length and 75 feet in diameter, pulled up alongside the Navy plane. The crew and passengers were stunned. They immediately started taking pictures, capturing every possible angle of this mysterious object. My friend's dad managed to take 6 pictures before reloading a fresh roll of film. He continued clicking pictures as fast as he could aim and shoot. The UFO was not stationary. It moved around the plane with incredible agility. Over the top, along the port side, underneath, and back to the right side. It flew alongside the Navy aircraft for several minutes, perfectly mimicking the pilot's maneuvers. Then, in a stunning display of speed, the UFO pulled away and disappeared into the clouds. The sighting was over, but the memory was indelibly etched in their minds. Upon landing, the navigator ordered everyone to turn over their cameras and film. However, my friend's dad managed to keep the first roll of film with 6 pictures of the UFO. When he developed the film, the images were clear as day. There was the UFO with a row of round porthole-like windows along its side. I spent hours looking at those pictures, fascinated by the sight of this solid mechanical device capable of making maneuvers that no man-made aircraft could replicate. Despite the clarity and the undeniable presence of the UFO in the photos, nothing official was ever reported. Although I did not see the UFO personally, seeing the photos and hearing the firsthand account from my friend's dad left no doubt in my mind about the authenticity of the sighting. This Navy officer was not prone to jokes or exaggerations. His account was genuine and compelling. The date of the sighting remains approximate, but the impact it had on my belief in the existence of UFOs is unmistakable. This experience has stayed with me, a testament to the mysteries that still elude our understanding. In 1991, while driving home with a friend through the countryside of Finland, I witnessed something extraordinary, a green orb of light. As we traveled along the road, a bright green light suddenly appeared, moving from west to east. It was faster than any Cessna, but not super fast. Initially, we joked about it, suggesting we might have just seen a UFO. However, the more we thought about it, the less sense it made. A few days later, we heard news reports about a Russian rocket experiment that had taken place that night. This explanation, however, didn't add up. The light we saw was moving from west to east, and the Russians don't launch their rockets from Sweden or Norway. The discrepancy fueled our curiosity and skepticism. Conversations with our neighbors revealed that we were not alone in our experience. Several of them had also seen these mysterious green orbs of light on multiple occasions. Their stories confirmed that what we saw was not an isolated incident. This encounter with the green orb of light remains a mystery. Despite the official explanation of a rocket experiment, the direction and behavior of the light suggests something else entirely. To this day, I wonder about the true nature of the green orb and what it might have been. My mother was getting ready to drive me to a friend's house when my father started yelling from the garden, urging her to come outside immediately. She hurried out to join him, and soon after, she called for me to come as well. I ran out to see what was happening, but by the time I arrived, whatever they had seen was gone. They described seeing 3 low-flying lights, moving slowly over the garden before disappearing suddenly. Initially, I thought it might have been a plane or something natural, but they were adamant it was something else. Back inside, as my father sat down on the coats and I put on my shoes, he suddenly jumped up and rushed out to the garden again, yelling that the lights had returned. My mother and I followed him quickly, eager to see for ourselves. And there it was, a small light about 5 meters up in the sky. The light moved very slowly, stopping intermittently as if observing us. It emitted no sound, just a simple, silent light hovering close by. My mother and I were frightened, and my father, unsure of what to do, began to whistle at it. The light responded by gradually fading away. We stood in the garden for a while, hoping to see it again, but nothing more happened. Eventually, my mother drove me to my friend's house. To this day, I vividly remember that night in Denmark and the mysterious light that seemed to defy any conventional explanation. Thank you for joining us on Nordic Nights, where we've explored the fascinating UFO sightings from the north. We hope these stories have sparked your curiosity and wonder about the mysteries that surround us. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more incredible encounters and untold stories. Until next time, keep looking to the skies and stay curious.